So I just put out the video about 13 years on YouTube, and I realized that most of my channel now is playing in creeks. And so 30 some years I've been playing in this creek, which is at my parents' house, and they own 22.5 acres in western Pennsylvania somewhere. Not telling you where, of course. But this is the creek that I grew up playing in. What do you think, Shamrock? You like it? So anyways, main access is from this ramp here, and my parents' house is over there up on the hill. And walk down here, and then there's this huge flat area that the previous owner of this property had developed, and the creek is actually from around the bend over there, and they own all of this. And this creek is surface drainage. There's generally no springs in this area where they live. I got my summer safety shoes on. So you can see here, it's actually very highly variable flow, and this is probably a good average flow. In the summer it'll be completely dry. Well, not completely dry, there will be pools of water, but there will be no like flowing water on the surface. And then we'll have floods so bad sometimes that water will submerge the legs of those chairs over there. So you can see it's highly variable flow that would be in here to get up to those chairs over there. I don't know how many 1,000 CFS that would be. Just take a shot in the dark, maybe 5,000 CFS or more. And this is one of the primary spots that I played in the creek, because it's one of the steepest drop areas. So water is, you know, trickling pretty hard here. Now, this used to be a pond that my late grandfather dug out, and the creek actually used to flow right along here and then do a hard bend underneath these trees here, and these trees overhanging the creek. That one fell down a few years ago, so we actually had to cut it off, and I remember playing around a lot on that tree that's hanging out over there. And this is a deeper pool of water, or it was. But now the creek has decided to run over here. Yes, a hydro system could be put in here, and it'd probably be good for around 8 months of the year being productive. But it would require about 1,500 feet of, I would guess, a minimum of 6 or 8 inch PVC or some other open flume to be useful. So that's somewhat undoable or impossible. But this water could be used in other ways. I could, somewhere along here, I'd have to survey what would be the best spot, put in a bit of a flume and set up my water wheel to make a little bit of power if that was, you know, what I was going to do. But another useful thing for this water, they have about 18 feet of drop over the entire length of it. And I could set up probably down here and get like 9 or 10 feet of drop, a ram pump, and use that ram pump to feed the garden in the summer. That would be an interesting project. I might actually do that this summer, just as something to do. Also, you know, more content for you guys. Can't tell you how many times I've fallen in this creek and walked home with wet pants. Sometimes said falling in the creek would happen in winter, and I'd be walking home in the winter in wet pants. And then it's really interesting. You can maybe sort of see right up there, there's a little depression. And I've always wondered if that was maybe some place that Indians had camped out hundreds of years ago on this land. Because this valley has been here for quite a long time. I don't know if it's been like flat like this for a long time. And growing up, right in front of these chairs here, there used to be, like right in here, a rock dam. Just a dam of rocks. So there'd be a little bit of the water backed up here, but not anymore. And right now it's just, I guess, bedrock. And all of the rock down here is this sort of, I guess it's called bluestone. So it's not a very hard rock. So, this is where I grew up. This is my parents' creek. And it's probably going to be in the family for a very long time. And I might be doing some projects here in the future. So I'll see you around.